Welcome to My Wife Left Me podcast. On this week's episode, we'll be telling ghost stories.
Spooky.
And going through our top 5 candies and more goofy videos, of course. I'm joined by Sean.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello. It's been a while since we've done one.
It has.
We're recording November the 8th, but this will be our Halloween episode.
Since we didn't get one.
We missed the mark
Yeah.
on it, but...
We were quite tired last week.
Yeah, so we had a little excursion on Friday night and Saturday, which we were going to record, and we both just felt like absolute dog shit.
Yeah, so we decided against it. But now we're here now. That's the important thing.
That and like school and shit. Like,
Yeah.
These past couple of weeks for me have been absolutely fucking my ass.
Yeah, and work's been pretty busy, but it is what it is.
Is what it is.
Indeed.
Should we start with ghost stories or top 5 candy?
Like ghost stories.
All right. So, we have a few. You have one.
I have one that's not even myself. Spooked.
Let's get a little scary.
Spooked.
Scary.
Gotta get back in the spirit.
I'm always in the spooky spirit, let's be honest.
Yeah, no facts.
All right, so I'll tell one first,
Okay.
and then you can tell yours.
All right.
So, my dad,
Mm.
he travels a lot, and he was in a hotel one night with someone else. They had like a 2-bedroom place,
Mm.
and they kept hearing like this tapping, like probably won't pick up on the
Yeah, but
mics.
just like soft
But
tapping.
just like tapping on a pipe, kind of.
Mm. Yeah.
And it just kept going, like all night for hours.
That's annoying.
So they're trying to sleep, but it keeps going.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, we can't fucking sleep because the pipe, like the sounds so loud.
Yeah.
And so finally, my dad's friend goes, "Will you shut the fuck up?" And from there, it just goes bang, 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 bang. And then it like stopped.
What the fuck?
And it was like, it went on for so long, like for hours, that
Yeah.
like there's no way it could have been a person, right?
Yeah, I mean, you would think.
But at like a sketchy hotel or
Yeah.
something, I mean, I don't know how they fucking slept. That's pretty,
You know what that reminds me of? Oh, no.
pretty spooky.
It reminds me of a way less spooky thing, but the Sunny episode when Mac and Dennis move out to the country
Mm.
and they can't sleep because of all the noises in the night.
Yeah,
like, keeping them
no,
up.
that was good. They
They
made
just
like
lose their mind.
all the standard noises are like horrified.
Newsflash, asshole! I've been hearing it the whole time.
Yeah. God, that was like a classic episode from like
Yeah.
one of the recent seasons.
That's so funny.
You can go ahead and tell yours now.
Yeah, so my spooky story involves my brother. So when he was so this is something that I've been told from my parents, and he's kind of told me about it a little bit as well. But when my brother was younger, remember that like the story that we were being told earlier about the guy that we know, or that I know, that like his brother said that he had a friend named Shimmer. Remember that?
Yeah.
So my brother had apparently when he was like 4 or like 3, had this like second life that like
He said.
Huh?
He said, right?
Yeah,
I remember your
my
mom
mom.
telling us,
Yeah,
telling me this.
to where it was like he had a second life where he was literally like I forget, I think he was like a banker or something like that, and he like had a name, and he like told my mom the name of his wife and like how he died and like shit like that. And it's like very spooky. It's like
But like there's stories where a kid will say they're like Babe Ruth. Remember?
Yeah,
you've seen shit like that.
But like it wasn't like any like well known, or like it was just some random name. I don't even remember the name. I could probably ask him and like find out for next week. But it's like he literally like had this whole second identity, and this was when he was like very, very young.
That's
so you wouldn't
weird.
think a kid would just. I mean, obviously kids make up a
kids,
lot
yeah.
of. No, I know, but like to have such detail with it, that's the part that gets strange.
How detailed did it go though?
Again, he literally knew like he had like the name of his wife, the way that he like passed away ultimately.
What did he say for that?
I think it was like a car accident or something.
Jesus.
Yeah, like it's fucking wild.
Fuck.
Like that's the thing is like
But like, how old was he again?
he was very young. I want to say
A
he
kid
was,
wouldn't even know what a car accident was and the repercussions of it.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's spooky, is because it's like, how would they even know?
That is weird. But you would think if you were to have that if as a kid you were to know the second, like my second life was this,
Yeah.
why would that go away from you?
Yeah, see, I don't know.
You think you would only get smarter, and you would still remember
your
that.
knowledge would like continue. But
it's
I don't.
weird that it would just go away.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like how people believe in like reincarnation, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess it could kind of go into that vein where it's like, oh, the person's being reincarnated into someone else.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just saying, like, if reincarnation was real, like, why is it only kids? Why don't you know as an adult?
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good question. I mean, I honestly have no idea.
No, I need to know right now,
Sean. You need all the answers.
Tell me.
But yeah, no, that was just like something super strange that I remember. I also, like, just a side thing that I could add in there. I remember being in church when I was like 10 or so, and like it was around Christmas because like that was the main time I went to church, was around like holidays and stuff. And I don't know what it was, but like I remember I was like, maybe it was because I was so bored out of my mind, but I remember like I saw this woman like that was in front of me, and she had like I mean, she was actually there. This isn't like a ghost.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, no.
I thought you were going somewhere.
So this woman was standing in front of me, and she had a sweater on, and like for some reason I would like look at her sweater, and I could see like words like in her. It was just a normal sweater, but I could just see like words just like in the sweater. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. It was like
how
I was
distinct
seeing shit.
were the words?
Like I could.
Was it just vaguely
them.
kind of like when you look at clouds, you can see shit? Or
I mean, I guess a little bit, but like I don't know if it was just my head fucking with me or if it was genuinely like just.
How old were you?
I was like 10 or so. Like,
Okay.
it wasn't like anything crazy. I think honestly probably stemmed from the boredom aspect because it was church.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just very weird because I remember I was like telling my mom about it.
Were you like tired?
At church? Probably. Again, it was church. So
yeah.
But I remember telling my mom about it. She was like freaking the fuck out.
Jesus.
But
thought
yeah.
you were like going schizophrenic.
Yeah, I know. But
that was like me in class the other day. Like I got like 4 hours of sleep. I just kept waking up. It was the night we were gaming, and like I didn't get off until like 1:30. And I had class like pretty early the next day, and I couldn't go to sleep until like 2. And I literally woke up every hour.
Yeah.
I guess I'll tell the story too, because that was kind of spooky of what happened that night for me.
Oh yeah.
This was literally a couple days ago. So I kept waking up like on the hour. And I was like, fuck. Like I was so pissed because I just couldn't get back to sleep. And I knew I was gonna be fucked in the morning.
Right.
And so my mom wakes me up at like 6 a.m., comes in my room, is like, the door is wide open. Like our front door. Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck? So I like get up and I'm like getting prepared to like fucking fight somebody in the house.
Clear the entire house, make sure no one's fucking hiding around.
Yeah, I just kept thinking of Black Christmas.
Yeah.
And like somebody just like in the attic or like stowing away in some corner and just like waiting until we all leave.
Or like what was that other movie?
People under the stairs.
No, it was like the guys with the masks, and they like come into the house.
The strangers.
No, not the strangers. The ones that come into the house and they're
You're next.
Yes, you're next. Because like the dude hiding under the bed and shit. Yeah.
And so I get up. I'm looking all around, and I mean our front door is apparently wide ass open.
Yeah, which is
my mom.
I mean that is fucking.
And
like, freaky.
And I remember like closing it because I got packages out from on the front step, and then I closed it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I locked it too. And so I get up, I'm looking around like every corner. I'm like looking under beds and shit. I'm like, all right, I'm not like taking any fucking chances.
I would do the same thing.
And like looking in closets and shit.
Yeah.
So no one was there. Nothing was stolen.
Yeah.
Which was just like really weird.
Yeah. Why it was just open. Yeah.
And
you got to wonder how long it was open for as well.
Now that you say it too, our neighbor as well told me about she apparently has had ghosts in her house too.
Really?
Literally right next to my house. And so she was saying in the middle of the night they have like a gate at the stairs for like they have a young kid.
Yeah.
And they put the gate there to make sure that the kid didn't like walk down the stairs or something in the middle of the night. And so in the middle of the night one time she said that she heard just like that gate just like bang or something like really loud. And like everyone in the house like heard it, and her dad like texted her and was like, "Is that you? Like what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "No." And then it wasn't anybody. And they came out and like the gate was there, but it was I mean, the fact they woke them all up.
Yeah, I mean, that's bizarre.
Is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But I told her to put cameras up and shit.
Yeah, my mom's like a huge believer in all that, like ghosts and.
I haven't had any personal.
Yeah,
stories.
no, neither have I. So like, I can't really.
I mean,
say
sometimes
much.
you see shit out the corner of your eye, but that's just like.
That's also like your brain playing tricks on you. So it's like it. And the other thing too is like, when you like think back to like back in the day when people were like, "Oh, we used to see ghost sightings." There was also no fucking thing to entertain people back then, so they would just see shit because they were so fucking.
And they wanted
bored.
to tell stories, yeah.
Like that's literally like half of what I feel like comes down to. Like people were like, "Oh yeah, I saw this, I saw that."
Or when people tell stories, they obviously exaggerate a little bit more, a little bit more.
Exactly.
And so yeah, that wasn't even like. So I couldn't go back to sleep after that because I was like, I'm woken up and like I'm already like pumped up and shit. So I couldn't go back to sleep. I was in class, just like zoning out. And just like things on the wall would just like start like wiggling, like when you're like really tired and you're kind of like your brain's like very wonky and kind of like hallucinating. Like
that was like me every night of my night class last semester.
Really?
Oh my god! Because night class is like by that point in the day, I'm just like tired as hell. So it's like I don't even want to be out.
Well, you had to wake up early for a class in the morning and then
go back. So it was like 6 to 9. I would be in class. I'd be like my eyes would be like rolling back into my head.
That's like the worst feeling when you fall asleep in class because like you distinctly feel yourself like nod off, and then you're like, "Fuck!" Did anybody like notice that?
Well, a lot of it's too just like the like. You know what I mean?
Jerk. Yeah. The jerk is the worst.
I've seen so many people like do that as well. It's so
some
funny.
people are like they do that and they're like fine with it. Where if I did that, I'd be like fuck, and I'd like try to wake myself up.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Like, don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
So my great grandmother, who lived until like she was 103.
Wow.
We used to when we would be down in Rehoboth, my uncle and I, we would go visit her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she lived out on this farm. It's like Delaware, but like in the country.
Mm.
So not a lot of people around the house.
Right. Yeah.
Smaller house. Yeah. Pretty, desolate.
Mm.
And I never personally saw anything in there.
Right.
But my uncle has told me stuff because he would go there by himself with her.
Mm.
And so her husband had died.
Right.
And so, I mean, a bunch of crazy shit was happening. Like, very, very spooky. So one time he walks into the house and he hears like a full blown conversation. And so he looks in and he sees that she's like talking to someone.
God.
But it's like there was no one else there. But he swears he heard a man's voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm getting like chills just thinking about it, dude. But
here's the other thing. Did your grandmother have any, or your great grandmother, did she have any like mental conditions, or was it?
No, she was pretty fine for her age. I mean,
well, I just didn't know.
She was very religious though. Like she had a ton of angels and shit. So she was very much, religious. And to her, speaking to your deceased husband, if you are religious, probably is no big deal.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, that's fucking.
So he'd ask her and he'd be like, what was that? And she just would kind of just like blow it off.
Right, yeah.
And there was other crazy shit that happened. I mean, he slept there too, which I was like,
yeah,
bro, after hearing some of the stuff you went through, that's... So in the middle of the night, she had a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And so he is in his bed and he hears like just like a water like draining, like like a dog's peeing.
Yeah.
And so he gets up and he turns the lights on. There's no dogs there. And he was just like, okay, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's strange.
And so that was another strange occurrence.
Was there any...
He didn't say there was any leaks or anything, but I mean, that could be a possibility. I mean, the house, it was old, but from what I saw, there weren't any leaks when I was like in there and shit. And another time he was upstairs and he heard like doors closing downstairs, like she was up. Right?
Yeah.
Like she was up and moving around. So he goes down there and he sees she's just like absolutely slump in like a chair. But like he heard doors closing and stuff.
Yeah, that's
uneasy. Yeah, I'm trying to the biggest one, which is also the weirdest, was he swears he was in the house, and he just like out of nowhere, he literally felt the house pick up off the ground, lift up, and like slam down. What? And he swears by it.
That's fucking.
And so he like asked her, he was like, "What? What the hell was that?"
Yeah.
And she just kind of acted like it had happened before, and it was like no big deal. And it wasn't like a furnace or anything. Like there wasn't, anything that big that could make that kind of like damage. But
yeah, I mean that's very strange.
Yeah, I mean that him telling me that stuff and like knowing that he would stay there alone was just
taking a risk.
If you have any ghost stories out there, we'd love to hear them.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So DM us, Twitter and Instagram, and we'll read them on the pod.
Put a comment in the YouTube vid.
Yeah, and well, then that would spoil the surprise for everyone else.
True. Yeah, ignore what I said.
Get a hold of us. You can email us as well. So that's not even it. These two girls that are our age, this one girl would watch the other girls' dogs when they would like go away. Mm-hmm. And so I'm pretty close friends with the girl who was, has the dogs. Mm-hmm. And so they swear that they have this ghost in the house. They call him, what the fuck do they call him? I think they call him Bill.
Interesting.
And they've had encounters with him where they see him just like a dark shadow, just like walking in their hallway.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking of like more stories now that they've told, now that I'm thinking about it, but
I can think of something else as well related once you're done.
Okay, cool.
Kind of similar to that.
Well, don't forget it. So stop me if you're going to forget.
No, I'm good.
So they've had encounters with this thing. The parents said that they were the first ones to see it, like walking in the hallway. Mm-hmm. And one time they like lost their wedding ring, one of them.
Oh.
And they couldn't find it. Couldn't find it anywhere. They looked everywhere. They say they looked everywhere. And then they go downstairs, they come back up, and there it is sitting like in plain sight on a dresser. Somewhere where you wouldn't miss it, right? So they say that Bill, found it and put it up there for him. And they just have shit like that, and like they realize that like a cemetery is pretty close to their house. Like one time they were down by the cemetery and they were like, "Oh look, our house is like literally right there." So it's just like shit like that.
Yeah.
And so going back to the original story, their friend was going to watch the dogs in the house at the time.
Right.
So if you can only imagine.
Go on.
Yeah, so she goes in, she's, feeding the dogs and everything, whatnot. And she's about to leave, and right at the door, you can see up the steps right at the door.
Yeah.
Right? So she swears that when she was about to leave, she looked up the steps, and she saw this dark figure move at the top of the steps from left to right, as if like walking through the hall.
Yeah.
I mean, she swears she saw it, and I was like, to be fair, I would probably leave too. I definitely would not go up there.
No,
but like the thought of it actually being a person would be pretty terrifying, and like,
yeah, I mean, the likelihood of it actually being a person,
and you like not hearing them step and shit, but like, dude,
was there anything else with that?
No.
So the thing that just cut me off. It's like the push-off stage.
Yeah.
No, the one that I thought of was kind of similar to that. There was someone I used to know that had, when they moved out into an apartment, they thought they had a ghost living in their apartment because like all this weird shit was happening. Like stuff would fall off shelves randomly, or like lights would like turn on and off in this closet. They said they lived in they thought that this ghost lived in the closet that they had. That was like towards the front of the apartment.
The scariest place for the ghost to live is your fucking closet.
But yeah, I just remember that like super vividly. Just like weird shit would just like happen. Like drawers would just fall out of their place, and like Jesus. I don't know, it was very weird.
That is very spooky. Keeping on the spooky topic, well, it's not really spooky, but we're gonna go over our top 5 favorite candies.
So favorited.
So I'll start off with my honorable mention.
Okay.
Honorable mention, Tootsie Pops.
You like Tootsies?
I like. So you got the chocolate in the center. That's where you're going to, the Tootsie Roll. Yeah. I like Tootsie Rolls.
Do you like the commercials?
The commercials were,
a 1, a 2,
how many licks?
A 3.
But as a kid, you'd be like, oh, I want to lick and find out. They literally boomed our asses with that, honestly.
Okay, boomer. Sorry. Boomer, that was a bad word.
Yeah, I just love honestly, the cherry is fucking amazing.
Yeah, see, I didn't even like cherry, but I do remember liking the cherry flavor.
The cherry, the blue raspberry, they have a light blue.
Raspberry.
They have a light blue of it, dude. It's rare, but if you can get a light blue Tootsie Pop, bro,
you just come right there.
So good. But yeah, just standard lollipop, but with some chocolate taffy in the center.
That's fair. All right. Well, my honorable mention, I would think, would be Laffy Taffy. Do you remember the the green apple fucking soft Laffy Taffy chewables? That shit was crack. That was the only one I really liked. I didn't really like the banana or
fuck. Banana Laffy Taffy is literally the least appetizing thing.
But the green apple though, that was some fire. I think they had a watermelon flavor maybe.
Did that blue raspberry? Blue raspberry is always a hit for me.
I was same here. I don't think maybe they did down later down the road, but I think when we were kids, I think the main one I remember was green apple.
Blue raspberry, green apple, cherry. Those watermelon too. Those
watermelon.
The dank
the
candy
goat
flavors.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I would say for mine.
I was never a big taffy guy.
Yeah,
so I wasn't that big into Laffy Taffy, but I do remember some of them being pretty dank. My number 5, which is just tough, but I love sour Skittles.
Yeah, sour Skittles are great.
I do like sour things.
Same.
And the normal Skittles, they're good, but after they do feel kind of cheap as you're eating a bunch of them.
Also, fuck grape.
Yeah, but the Skittles flavors aren't really that distinct.
No, they're not. But I just not a fan of grape in general.
Yeah.
So
grape is F tier candy flavor.
Agreed.
I mean, I'm glad we can agree on that.
100%.
We should do a tier list of candy flavors.
Yeah, apple, raspberry, all that shit. That'd be cool.
Yeah, the sour just gives more kick to them, and I think you get more flavor too.
Yeah, and they're really fucking sour too.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I've definitely eaten sour Skittles before, and they just completely dry your fucking mouth out.
Yeah, but it's a good sour.
Yeah, no, definitely. So I guess my number 5 would be Reese's peanut butter cups. So I love peanut butter. I'm an absolute fiend for peanut butter. I'll literally eat peanut butter out of the fucking jar any given day. So, I mean, obviously you combine chocolate and peanut butter, and it's a fucking grand slam. Ever since I was young, just remember eating Reese's peanut butter cups, and they're just so fucking good.
You remember the Easter ones, the eggs?
Yeah. See, that was the other cool thing was they always tried to do different stuff for each season or event. The Halloween, they would do the shape of jack-o'-lanterns and stuff. Just cool stuff like that. But Reese's are very good.
My number 4, Kit Kat. The wafer and the chocolate.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Unparalleled. They break off easily.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Yeah,
the old slogan.
But I'm not as big into chocolate as maybe some other people.
I like chocolate.
I'd rather have... No, I do like chocolate, but I feel if I were to have a candy, I would want it to be... I don't know.
Starburst or Skittles or something that's not necessarily
something
chocolate.
that's not chocolate. Yeah.
See, I like chocolate a lot, so that me personally, that's probably where we.
I mean, I do like chocolate.
But no, I know.
I'm not saying at the top end, yes, potentially.
Yeah, right.
I think Kit Kats are if you are going to get a chocolate candy, Kit Kats are up there.
I think Kit Kats are great. I think you definitely can't go wrong with them.
Yeah. All right, you can go.
So my number 4 is Twix. So. I literally just when we went to Walmart the other day and I got that bag of Twix, I was just eating them and I was just remembering how good they are. You have the caramel, obviously. You have I guess nougat more or less.
Yeah,
it's some nougat in there, but it's just obviously the chocolate and I guess there is some kind of wafer in there. Like, I don't know if it's exactly the same type of wafer, obviously, from a Kit Kat, but it's some kind of, like...
Yeah.
Something, like, crunchy to it that's, like, very good about it. I don't know what it is, but...
I was never a big Twix guy.
Really? See, I never used to be when I was younger, but, like, I've grown to like them more as I've gotten older.
I'll probably have to try one. But for me, it was like Milky Way was the one where I did not like as a kid, but now...
Really?
Milky Ways are very dang.
Yeah, I liked Milky Ways as a kid. I definitely, because that one was like...
Well, it was just, as a kid, it was like the weirder chocolates, which were like the Three Musketeers.
Yeah.
The Crunch Bars.
Mm-hmm. See, I like the Crunch Bars, though.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I loved Crunch Bars.
The Twix and like that kind of stuff like scared me. I was like, I stick to the Hershey. If as a kid, if I were to have a go-to chocolate bar, it'd be a Hershey's chocolate standard.
That's fair. Hershey's chocolate. I mean, you really can't go wrong with that. Yeah. So.
Remember at Hershey Park?
I do.
We were like, hopefully we get the Hershey chocolate bars at the end of the tour.
Of course.
All right. Whose turn is it?
It's yours. I said Twix.
Okay. My number 3, Reese's. Reese's are so good. The peanut butter, like you said, is amazing.
Plus, like, the different ones they have, like, the pieces are really good.
Oh, I was never big into the pieces.
See, I like the pieces. When I was younger, I used to eat the pieces all the time. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I guess I would like them, but I do like, when I have a Reese's, I like the chocolate outer shell.
Definitely.
I think you need that.
No, I agree. It is way better that way.
Remember Reese's Puffs, too?
Oh, of course.
The cereal.
Peanut butter chocolate flavor.
The fact that, like, they actually made cereal out of candy, like...
The fact they made a rap song out of the fucking...
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. No, yeah, Reese's are...
All right, you can go.
Solid. So was it 3? So my number 3 is Snickers. Love me some Snickers.
I do like Snickers.
Yeah. That's another one where, like, it kind of goes hand in hand with, like, Twix. That's why I put them back to back, is just because I like them both a lot, and I could kind of interchange number 3 and number 4, but just something about, like, when you eat a Snickers, it's just, like, super satisfying, and just, like, everything kind of, like, melds together super well, and it's just, like, you have, obviously you have the chocolate, you have the caramel, you have, like, I'm trying to think of what, like, there's nuts, I'm pretty sure, that are in Snickers. So. It's just something about it, just, like, all of it together works, like, together super well, and I've eaten them, like, so fucking many, dude, just, like, over my life.
The Snickers were some that, like, they grew on me as I got older, like the Milky Ways.
Yeah.
Whereas as a kid, I wasn't into it, but now they're very good.
Yeah, no, I've always really liked Snickers. Snickers are great.
My number 2, Starburst.
No.
Starbursts are just, like, the flavors are just so good. Yeah, no, I was gonna... We'll have a piece each.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean the pink.
Yeah,
that's
pink's,
like
that's a god tier. That's like SS tier.
That might be like the best candy out there. A pink Starburst. Yeah. And the thing is, the bad side with Starburst is you want to suck on them for a while to get the flavor, but once it's in your mouth, it's like you're eating it. Yeah, it's annoying. All right, which side do you want? We got a 2-pack right here. Should we just flip it and see?
Yeah.
All right, you get that side. So we'll see what colors each.
If I get cherry, I'm not eating it. That's cherry. I'm not eating it.
Let's see what I got. What if they're both cherry? All right, I got an orange.
Orange is not bad. No, you can have it.
I like the cherry.
Oh, do you really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I like the cherry. The orange for me for Starburst. I like the lemon too.
I like the lemon. Yeah.
But pink, I'd say would number 1, and then I'd probably
lemon, orange, cherry for me personally. So it's a little bit switched around.
Yeah, we're just switched. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, orange is good, honestly. Was there anything
but it was
else?
like none of those flavors were you hate on. I think too. We're just eating on the pod.
I just can't talk now.
We're just sucking. Have you had the tropical Starburst flavors? Those are so good, dude.
I remember like going to the grocery store with my mom when I was younger.
And you get the little tube.
And you just eat that shit. And there was so many in those too.
Oh yeah.
And they were super cheap.
It was like definitely over 10. And make your mouth water real nice.
Burst of Star.
It's a great name too, Starburst.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say that. Can't really go wrong with them. Was there anything else with yours?
I'm just gonna enjoy my cherry.
Not pop your cherry.
Pop my cherry.
So my number 2, Kit Kat. So as you kind of said, it's just like something about it as well, where like a lot of other like chocolate bars are like way too chocolatey and stuff like that. I feel like everything's really well balanced with Kit Kats, where it's like
that's a good point.
Like everything's balanced with the chocolate and the wafer to a point where it like melds again, just super well. And like once you eat into it, you're like, wow, this is amazing.
Well, it almost feels like you're not eating purely chocolate as well, because the wafer gives you the idea that you're having like a cookie or something.
Right, exactly. And that's just like super nice as well with a a chocolate bar, where it's like this just like completely caught off guard by like the taste. But yeah, another chocolate bar just eaten since I was super young and just always enjoyed.
Yeah, Kit Kat and Reese's were the two for me as a kid, and the original Hershey's chocolate.
Right.
That would be the go-to.
Yeah, no, original Hershey's chocolate's great.
All right, my number 1. Drum roll, please. I'm looking for a song. We'll bring back the suspense music.
Oh, no.
For our number 1s, we'll bring it back.
I'm scared.
Next week, we should try doing trivia again.
Yeah, we'll have to figure something out.
Watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
I feel like
something about these.
Yeah, I know you like them a lot.
Where, I mean, the watermelon flavor is great, but the sour, it just brings it out. And I am a sour fiend. Because I like Warheads too.
Yeah, I mean, Warheads are...
I'll fuck with Warheads.
Warheads are good, but you just have to be fucking careful with them because they're just so fucking sour. Like,
Jesus. Yeah. The other thing that's sour, too, is it makes it so you have to stop after a little bit.
Right.
There's a breaking point. You can't just fucking
eat a whole bag, Yeah. No, I mean, I like the watermelon ones a lot as well. Like, they're just super good. And in the fact they're so small...
Yeah, exactly. They're bite-sized. I mean, the original is good, too. The blue raspberry...
Yeah.
If you can suck the sour off the blue raspberry one...
Suck me sour.
Just make me do a Warhead face as I come. If you can just suck it and get to the blue raspberry, that's a dank flavor.
Right.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah. Now, Sour Patch Kids, I've always liked Sour Patch Kids.
I'll give you some music.
Oh, yeah. It's a big setup. You won't have... I doubt you'll be able to guess mine. Maybe you will. It's not as...
Guess. Has it been on my list?
No. It's not a very well-known candy bar.
Take 5. Did I really?
Yeah, no.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Look at you.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah. I guess I have told you that. But
I don't know if you have. No, because when you said less known, I was thinking of chocolate. I was thinking of...
like Mounds or like Almond Joy or something.
Yeah, or like Three Musketeers or something like that.
Yeah, no. So I think the thing with Take 5, and I think my dad was the one that introduced me to Take 5, it's just like you have pretzel, you have chocolate, you have nougat, you have caramel, you literally have, and you have peanut butter. It's just fucking loaded.
Yeah.
And then you get 2, like in a package, it's usually 2 like different like decently sized pieces.
It's probably the best snack candy bar.
Oh yeah, because again, it just combines all the elements of stuff that I already like and just puts it into one candy bar. And just something about it, just the fact there's 2 that you get in each package, like so worth it.
Bringing up the pretzel, white chocolate pretzels are so dang.
Yes, agreed.
If you prefer dark chocolate pretzels over white chocolate, you're crazy.
Yeah. Well, if you just, like, are you just talking about milk chocolate or are you talking about actual dark chocolate?
I mean, even milk chocolate, I would still take white chocolate pretzels over milk chocolate.
Yeah. I mean, I like milk chocolate and dark, and,
no, yeah, I do. I like them
white,
too.
White chocolate pretty, like, close.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say white chocolate knocks it out of the park.
I mean, I've had a lot of white chocolate stuff. Like, you know how they have the white chocolate Kit Kats and, like, white chocolate.
We didn't even talk about it. The white chocolate Kit Kats are good, dude.
Or the, what's the one? Is it the milk and cookies flavor of Hershey's? Remember those? Those are pretty good.
I think. Oh yeah, like the cookies and cream version.
Yeah.
We want to tell your story about how you've been shadow banned from COD.
Yeah, so I guess we can talk about this since
the new COD's out.
Yeah, so Modern Warfare came out like 2 weeks ago, I think, at this point. And I've been playing it since it came out. And so
Quick thoughts on it?
Yeah, I mean, I like the new COD. I think the gunplay is super nice. I think that the fact that they're doing a soft reboot, more or less, is a good step in the right direction. I'm not a fan of the maps in multiplayer. I haven't played the campaign, although I've heard really good things about it. The multiplayer maps are shit.
I'm so shocked.
Obviously, I mean, again, there's overpowered weapons, but that's in every fucking COD, so it's just like par for the course.
The best way to balance COD is to make everything overpowered.
Yes.
I don't know why they try to underpower shit.
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 2, where everything was overpowered, then you have the choice because, like, oh, do I want to be overpowered with this? Do I want to be overpowered with that?
Yeah, exactly.
Just make everything fucking bloated.
And the other thing too is like the problem is a lot of the maps are so dominated because the game is so AR heavy, like assault rifle heavy.
Every
for those
game
of you that don't know,
is AR heavy.
Yeah, and it especially with this year,
AR-15's triggered.
Yeah, I know. Especially this year with like the M4A1's just super powerful. I know they've been doing like toning and stuff with the guns, but yeah, not to get too deep into it. I do like the game. I think the maps need to be done a little bit better. But yeah,
talk about your dirty days.
So yeah, so this goes back to Modern Warfare 3. So I was huge into Call of Duty. I've always been big into Call of Duty ever since COD 4, and I've gotten every single one. When Modern Warfare 3 came out, I got it, played the absolute shit out of it. I probably in the first couple months I was 9th prestige, 80.
Jesus.
Now keep in mind, in that game it was pretty easy to level up. And there was a lot of double XP stuff, so I used that to my advantage a lot.
I remember liking Modern Warfare 3, actually.
Yeah, see, even though I got done pretty dirty, as we'll hear in a second.
Did you, though?
Yeah.
You did, but I'm saying more so, was it deserved?
No, it was deserved, but, like, for the first offense, for the reaction that I got, that's pretty bullshit. But
I think the longevity of it is probably bullshit.
Yes. I think I understand the reasoning for it completely. I get it. But like, yeah, we'll get to that in a second here.
We're getting ahead of our cum shots.
So I think I was like 9th 80, and I had a buddy of mine that I played with. I don't really play with him anymore, but when we were playing at the time, he was like 9th 72.
For the fact that you were 9th, like, and you were doing this makes it that much worse.
Well, again, I was only
you were so close.
I
to
know,
10.
I know, and it's funny too because the only 2 CODs I've actually gotten 10th in were Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 3.
Closest I got was Black Ops 1. I think I was like 6th or 7th.
Black Ops 4, I think I was 6th. I think most of them I'm usually like
you like blew
2.
ahead in Black Ops 4 because I got the 2nd and 4, and then we just kind of stopped playing it.
Yeah. But so I was playing with a friend of mine because the reasoning behind it was he wanted to boost, which for those of you that don't know, boosting that stems back to Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, where people would go into this playlist called Cage Match.
So you're not queued with your friend. It's pretty much stream sniping.
Yeah.
So you queue the same mode, but you're not a party, and hope that because not a lot of people are in the mode,
and you queue up at the same time.
Yeah, you'll get on different teams, and then you can use it to boost for headshots, like kill streaks, whatever.
Which, keep in mind, people used to do all the fucking time.
Yeah, in Modern Warfare 2...
This was a very common thing.
Modern Warfare 2, you'd find fuckers boosting with tac insert. You would just find them in corners around the map, and you would just spray them down. It was literally the most common thing.
Especially high rise. Oh my lord!
Because you could get on the crane.
Yeah, you could get on the crane, the roof. There was the side parts of the map where you could literally get below, and no one could find you. Yeah, like this is where the problem lies. So me and my friend were boosting to get him headshots, to get him to level up for camos. I was in 80, so I was just doing challenges that I would never be able to do in a public match, which are like someone shooting your claymore and killing themselves with it, or like dumb shit, like stuff that you would never again do. And so I was just doing that. We did it for probably like an hour or so, and after like an hour, like all of a sudden we both just get kicked out, just completely out of nowhere. We're just like, what the fuck? And we try signing back in, and it pops up with a message more or less along the lines of the fact that it's like, oh, you're banned for 48 hours, something like that.
So not a bad ban length.
No, so the ban length wasn't bad. So I'm like, all right. So as soon as I see that, I'm like, all right, it is what it is. Because I'm like,
before that 48 hours, were you like, yeah, I'm done boosting?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And the other thing too was like, when we saw the 48 hours, we both kind of just laughed it off because we were like, oh, it's just 48 hours. Like, it is what it is. And out of curiosity, there was this old app called Call of Duty Elite, which would allow you to like look at your stats and stuff when you weren't playing the game, and it was just like
create a class.
Yeah, and so I downloaded it after I got banned just to see if maybe I could just like look and see my stats, just make sure everything was cool with my account. So I log on, and the first thing I see is like just level 1. Nothing is like there. None of my titles, none of my emblems I had on, none of the titles and emblems I had in general.
Did they reset the amount of kills you've gotten?
Oh yeah. So basically, so again, I didn't know this at the time, but after that 48 hours was up, I found out real fucking quick that I signed back on to MW3 and everything was gone. Everything I had worked for in those past couple months of me playing the game was completely gone and wiped. All of the kills I gotten, all of the kill streaks, all of the titles and emblems, all of the headshots, whatever the fuck, all of that gone. So it's basically like I had never played the game to begin with.
Yeah, that's very rough.
So, obviously I was pretty devastated.
Yeah.
Understandably. And I played the game like once or twice here and there, but I never went back to it.
To I grind it.
Yeah, because it was just like, what's the point?
You've already done it, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, and so ever since Modern Warfare 3, I've had an issue that I've never really pinpointed, but people have said, and because I've looked on forums and stuff to see if potentially there's like a reason as to why. And it's almost like once you have one ban or some like kind of ban on a Call of Duty, you're just like shadow banned to the point where they just restrict you from being able to do certain things. Where I haven't really been able to make a clan tag since Modern Warfare 3. Up until this most recent COD that just came out, I finally can again.
It's so random. Like, but it's why clan tags of all things?
I would literally, I could literally make my clan tag anything. Not even like anything vulgar, like just a super basic, like I could make it Yeti. And it would tell me that my clan tag's like prohibited due to profanity. That's what it would say like every single time.
Yeah, the fact that you were like in the database is like, the COD database is like, yeah, fuck this dude.
And the other thing is as well, with the whole situation, like as you were saying, I get why they banned me. And I get the reasoning for it, and I get why they're so strict about it to make it stop in the first place. But at the same time, with how frequent and common boosting was in COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, whatever the fuck, why would they just all of a sudden be like, all right, you boost, we're absolutely laying the ban hammer on your fucking ass. And not only just banning you for 48 hours, but getting rid of everything that you've worked for. Yeah. That's fucking bullshit.
Here's my take. I think you explained it, the reason right there. Because it ran so rampant in COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2, and how it was so common in Modern Warfare 2, I think they said, look, this is done. We're not allowing this anymore in the game, whatever. And that's fine. Here's where I think they could have done it better. They give you the 48-hour ban, you come back, you have your shit.
Yes.
If you do it again, then they wipe your ass to the ground.
I would have had no problem with that. That's the thing that pisses me off, is like, if they would have done that, I would have been like, all right, fair enough. I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're like, all right, one time, get the fuck out. Like, that's not only is that super unforgiving, but at the same time, I mean, it is a good deterrent.
It's you haven't boosted since.
Nope.
So it worked. The fact that it's a continuous lifetime COD fucking in your ass. That is very.
It's like
clan tag. Like, why clan tag of all things?
Yeah,
it's so weird.
It's like when you get it's like if you like get a ticket when you're younger, it just like follows you.
Exactly.
It's like that.
It's just in your record.
Just like it follows my fucking COD shit, dude. I don't know what it is. So yeah, COD hates me. Activision hates me.
Yeah, no, they fucking hate you. I was thinking of something else about that I'm forgetting.
What? Something you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Trying to think of what it could even be.
Think for me.
Yeah.
Use your brain.
Well, I'm trying to think of what it could even be.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just a fugitive in the COD system. I mean, again,
it's very.
I would have easily gotten 10th on that game if the game wouldn't have banned me and like done that shit. I definitely would have gotten 10th. No fucking issue. But it is what it is. You learn from it.
Live and you learn.
Yeah.
And say, I was gonna say, I wonder how they detected you.
Yeah.
I guess they must have an algorithm or they must have made an algorithm where if you had certain amount of kills and I bet if you guys would have waited, if you guys would have spaced out the kills, because were you guys like just you were going ham, right?
We were going back and forth, I'm pretty sure.
So it was quick, wasn't it?
It wasn't that quick. We were like fucking around a lot too, so it wasn't like a lot of. So we were because what we would do, more or less, is how boosting would typically work was like you'd both put down your tax. One person would go get a headshot, the other person would spawn, get a headshot, back and forth, back and forth.
You just keep putting your tax down. Whoever's gonna die.
Mm-hmm. Or you could have it to where,
but even doing that would be too fast. I feel like if you would have waited like a minute for the kills, you would have been chilling. The safer way to do it.
I mean, again, but the other thing you have to remember is like when I was doing it, there wasn't a thought in my mind that was like, oh, I'm gonna get banned doing this. Yeah, because again, in the past, it had been it'd be like, whatever. Because again, getting all those headshots.
And how can they ban? How can they
ban everyone? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So keep you on the Halloween theme. This is a funny, epic funny vid I found on TikTok, of course.
We should, we should also do it real quick as well. Not like now, but just at some point is talk about the Fallout thing that I was telling you about the other night.
Yeah, I mean we can. I didn't pull up an article, but
no, I can. Yeah,
we can always look at it.
Wait, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. It's not washing off.
It's coming off slowly.
It's not washing. It's not washing off.
So they have like paint on their faces from like clown. Clown get up. And like the paint's like not washing off, and this guy just looks like he's just dead inside.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Wait, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. It's not washing off.
It's coming off slowly.
It's not washing. It's not washing off.
He's just coming to the realization that it's not coming off his face because the girl's like wiping her hands.
Yeah,
she has like a little on her hands and it's not coming off. He's got like a full fucking clown mask on.
Yeah, he's fucked. There's no way
that's
coming off.
Wait, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. It's not washing off.
It's coming off slowly.
It's not washing. It's not washing off.
Oh no. He looks like he's wearing like colored contacts. His eyes look fucking trippy, dude.
He looks.
Oh, dude. I'm down.
He looks like I'm laughing so hard. The TikTok made me laugh. What was that weird like dog looking creatures? The human dog looking things.
One of my own strength. The human dog looking things? What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. There was something where like people were dressed in like black and white getup and they had like weird white face with like black things.
Oh, what you dressing up as like dogs and shit?
Yeah.
That's like almost like the Eric Andre skit where he dresses up as a dog.
Yeah.
He's like, he's in the fucking aisle of a grocery store. He's like drinking mouthwash or whatever.
Yeah. Jesus. All right. So the World Series happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Astros versus Nationals. Nationals won.
Right.
And so Russell Westbrook and James Harden, two popular Houston Rockets basketball players, were at the Astros game right behind home plate.
Mm.
So watch what happens here. So they look high as fuck. So the guy throws the pitch, and they both flinch at the same time at the pitch.
Yeah, wait, I need to see that again.
Watch it again. And then Harden looks at him, and they just start geeking out. Like, tell me these two aren't like absolutely blazed.
I was about to say, he's like, oh my god, that's funny as shit.
And so another thing that happened during the World Series too. I guess I won't move this way. These hot chicks were behind home plate at the Nationals game,
mm-hmm.
and they flashed when the guy was about to throw the pitch, and it was on live TV. I mean, you could see it in the broadcast shot.
Oh, no.
So obviously, we can't show it now.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you go on YouTube and look up Nationals flashers, you'll see the girl's tits.
Jesus.
And it's funny because there's this shot of this like old man. He's like taking a picture of the girl in the front.
He knows.
Yeah, it's always funny. Like out in public, it's like all the boomers. They'll just be like, "Let's save this for later."
Save this in the spank bank.
We don't know what Pornhub is, so we need pictures.
I need to show my TikTok. Show them how to get on there.
Yeah, no, check out my TikTok. I guess we made a duet, epic duet.
We came in it.
Yeah, Kev Gordy on TikTok. I've been absolutely addicted to it. It's bad. All right, so this is a new Alphabet song. You can see that this has almost 9,000 dislikes and 888 likes. Who would like this? Honestly,
I haven't seen it yet, so I can't say.
But little kids, you're really gonna like an Alphabet song.
Sure.
All right, let's listen.
E F A B C D E F G
Breaks down into Skrillex.
I J K L M N O P Q R S.
See what they did there?
Mm-hmm.
So standard.
They got rid of LMNOP.
Yeah, LMNOP. That was like the thing with the Alphabet song. When it got to LMNOP, you said it as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Now,
LMN.
They split it up. The whole rhythm of the song is off.
Yeah.
It was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. See,
Look at you.
They chop
You know
it
your
up
alphabet.
at the end, right?
Yeah.
The flow is completely
W.
This is just like
Y and Z. Yeah, it's a lot slower.
It's slow. It's A, B, C, D. I mean, they fucked it.
Yeah.
They absolutely
How do you fuck the
it.
alphabet?
I don't know, but people are giving them hella shit for this.
Yeah, I mean, I see the dislike bar now. So
yeah, I mean, on Twitter too, people are just going absolutely mental. So check this out.
I don't know.
I showed my mom my fursuit. Now she wants one. So this is a furry on Twitter.
Very fun.
We love furries here at Wife Left Me Podcast.
We both have fursuits.
Yeah. My fursuit is when I'm going absolutely gorilla on a pussy.
That's his fursuit. Is actually a gorilla.
Oh my gosh!
I brought you some. This is good. You like it?
You look like one of those characters.
She's enjoying this way too much. The mom is way too into this. I feel like she has some sort of deep down fetish about this.
Bro, it's a boomer.
I mean, boomer. This is real boomer hours right here. Listen to the pure fucking ecstasy.
Oh my god!
I think she's just so concerned that she just doesn't know how
There
to
is some
react.
concern in that.
Yeah.
You can hear slight concern in this.
Oh my gosh!
I brought you some. This is good. You like it?
You look like one of those characters from Disneyland. Oh
I
my
know.
god.
Now they're awkward hugging.
Cute.
He said, "I am
So
a character
adorable
from Disneyland."
person. Oh my gosh, that is a really good job. Oh my gosh.
They're hugging again.
Where can you see? Where do you see it?
They're my eyes.
Are they like mesh?
Yeah. Exactly.
She put the flower in his mouth and bit it.
Oh my gosh.
Very
I
tasty.
kind of want one myself.
Oh.
Maybe we all three could have one.
Oh my god.
Like a fox family.
Well, I mean, I always thought you were more of a raccoon, but shorter. You could be a fox family.
A raccoon that's kind of like a fox.
Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. The way the legs are.
Yeah, that's right.
She's like, wow. It's so good how there's a suit where your legs go in it like a pajamas. That's amazing. That's amazing. I've never seen pajama suits before ever in my life.
Listen, this whole thing is very conflicting because at the same token, it is nice that she's.
I was gonna say, yeah, it is very sweet that she's accepting to it
and very like supportive.
Yeah, for sure.
But like, bruh, in 2019, do we really need to dress up in fucking animal costumes and fuck? That's what being a furry is, essentially.
On the H3 podcast, they said, apparently they asked for furries. It's not all about fucking.
No, I know it's not all.
There's some part of it that is about fucking.
Right. I know it's not all about it. I would say I do know that. But at the same time, I mean,
we just can't understand.
Right.
Yeah, we just can't understand the mindset.
That's the easiest way to put it. But at the same time, it's like, I would love to just know the inner workings of like.
I would like to interview somebody.
Yeah.
That would be.
Get Sonic Fox. Get him on the pod.
Yeah, I mean he's a good player.
No, I know. I was just saying he's the first furry I could think of. No, yeah,
but how interesting would that be if we just started like just interviewing people off like Discord?
Yeah, no, I mean it would be cool.
If people want to be interviewed, like,
yeah.
If we can make it interesting.
I mean, again, let me put it this way. I don't have an issue with people doing what they want to do. I think people can do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they do. If it's in private, who gives a fuck?
I think my issue is the prancing around and the fucking spinning and the fucking acting like a genuine animal that I have a problem with.
Well, I feel like they think they're, they enjoy. It's fun.
It's like a game.
Just to like act like that, like an anamorphic type thing.
Right. No, I'm not knocking it because like obviously everyone has their own fucking like, their own
legs. Just imagine just like pants down or off, just hanging dong. Upper half is just a fox fursuit.
Well, the other thing too is like I can't imagine like going to my mom and being like, "This is me and my fursuit."
Bro, my parents would be like, "What the fuck?" Like they literally.
Oh yeah, if I showed my dad that, he'd be like, "Get the fuck out of my house." I feel like my mom would have a somewhat similar reaction to that, to where she'd be like interested in it and want to know. But
in some way, she probably is interested in like why the fuck. Let's watch it.
Yeah.
That's okay. It comes with the territory.
Yeah, but that's very professional.
Yeah,
you got sparkly eyes and everything.
The fact that he's like acting like he's enjoying being pet.
Yeah,
shit,
that's where I have the issue. That makes me super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Or putting the flower in his mouth.
Yeah. Not right now. We'll do it another time.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Okay,
Give her a hand.
That also wasn't needed. You didn't need to walk towards the fucking camera and get an absolute.
Yeah, the guy in the end, someone's filming for him. You don't need to walk to the camera.
Give her a hand.
What did he say? Give her a handy? Listen.
Not right now. We'll do it another time.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Okay,
Give her a hand.
What did he say?
It sounded like give her a hammock.
Give her a handy.
It's not give her a handy, you fucking idiot.
Give her a hand.
All right, I guess he just give her a hand.
Yeah, it sounds like give her a hammock, but
give her a handy.
Like candies.
All right, so this is from the League of Legends World Championship. It's gonna be a little off kilter here. I don't know why. Okay, it's from the League of Legends World Championships. So check out this camera work.
Through additional health as opposed to shields. One of the only counters to Pyke's ult. It ignored shield. It will not ignore the health that Lulu is able to give the teammates.
What?
Listen to the crowd in Berlin as they
dude just absolutely wipes out. He's got
the chat comment on it.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we can get a shot of chat. the guy's like, he's got a shot of the trophy and he's backing up and he just absolutely wipes out.
To Pike's ult, it ignored shield. It will not ignore the health that Lulu is able to give the teammate.
What?
Like someone, I mean, you see F's in chat, yeah, cameraman. Some question marks, F.
That's so funny, bro.
Through additional
Yeah,
health
the
as
chat
opposed to
reaction is
shields. One of the
fucking
only
I love how the
counters to
stream like
Pike's
messes
ult.
up
It
too.
ignored
Like
shield.
it gets
will
all
not ignore the
staticky.
health that Lulu is able to give the teammates.
They just ignore it completely.
Yeah, the broadcasters are just like,
It happens.
All right, check this out. This made me very uncomfortable.
That James Charles.
Yeah. So
I can't escape him, bro.
So Cody Code did this thing where him and Noel
Bless you.
Thank you. Him and Noel were just like posted up at a meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen the video.
Yeah.
And like the girl comes up and the guy with the camera is like, yeah, you can take as many pictures of them as you want.
Yeah.
And she starts like taking a picture of them and then they just start geeking.
Yeah.
That was amazing. So
it was like you can take as many pictures with them as you
want.
No,
it was of them.
Oh, it was just of them? Yeah. Oh, okay.
They were just standing there.
Yeah.
So whoever thought about that, I mean, that is just fucking great.
Yeah.
So here's what James Charles, I guess he got on the trend here. So check this out. Girls walking in. Everyone's just deadpan. The girl is scarred. Look at her face at the end of this. She is actually... I mean, she comes in, she goes for a hug on another girl, and just gets denied a hug immediately.
I can show you something that's actually pretty similar to that. I want to like look up the name.
Yeah, look
of
it
what
up and
they're called.
then I can look it up. But yeah, I mean, even the girl. I mean, it's so bad. Look, the girl that's playing statue gives her like a half hug.
Mm-hmm.
Look at her left arm. It's so bad. Look, she gives her like a half hug. That's just like she bends down. She's smiling. Just absolute despair on her face. And she says sorry, bro. She said sorry and then walks off after the picture.
No, you gotta love that.
And look at the hug. It's not even funny. Like, see how Cody did it? It was like, oh, you can take pictures of them.
Yeah.
This, they come in with them, and it looks like they all like just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. This
is like scarring.
Well, this is kind of similar to. So I'm trying to find it right now, but there was this group of Here, wait. I think this is. Hold on. I don't remember. Oh yeah. Here. Have you ever heard of the Dobre brothers?
Mm-mm. Just tell me what to look up.
I'm trying to find the original.
You want to watch this one thing while you're...
Yeah.
This is an arrest that happened recently. Went pretty viral.
Oh, yeah? You like that? You like that? Yeah?
She's pinning this guy up against the wall. This
Yeah,
police officer
what?
up against the wall. You haven't seen this?
No.
So the police
Oh,
officer
you
is,
like
pinning,
that?
is arresting this girl up against the wall, and she just starts throwing her ass back at him.
Oh, yeah? You like that? You like that? Yeah?
You know,
That was-
his dick's just getting hard as he's
like,
arresting her.
"Oh," he just starts like coming.
He's like, it's no nut November.
Bro, imagine it being No Nut November and people you're arresting are like trying to fuck you.
Oink, oink, oink.
This is a good moan. Listen to this. This is like a
Yeah.
porn star moan.
No, it
dude.
does sound like it.
Oh,
That is like top tier porn star moan.
yeah?
Oh, hold on.
Oh, yeah?
Oh.
You're like looping it. You fucking faggot.
You like that? You like that? Yeah?
Another dude laughing.
He's like, ha ha.
So I finally found it. So if you look up Lucas Dobre
On what?
on Twitter.
See it?
That's how it's spelled, if you need reference. So I don't know if you've heard of these guys. They're called the Dobre brothers. They're absolute fuckheads. And they were on tour for fuck knows why reason. And scroll down some.
Got like James Charles on it now.
Yes.
Oh my God!
So
another one.
This was the original thing. This is why people have been memeing the absolute shit out of it. And that's why James Charles did it.
He quote tweeted James Charles.
Right, exactly. So that's probably for a reason. So if you read, read the description out because that is funny as shit.
We all make mistakes, but it's up to us to own up to our mistakes and make things right when God gives us a second chance. We love you, Kylie and James. I'm sure you know what it's like feeling like the whole world is against you. What? How does that have anything to do with the video we're about to see?
Yeah, so watch that, and I'm going to show you something else that's even funnier after that.
But it's the same type of video where they're trolling this girl.
No, but they weren't.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Okay.
This is actually serious. Just because they were so tired after their fucking, like, meetup or whatever, their show. Oh, wait, no, this is not the original one. No, this is not the original. Here, wait.
What the fuck? Wait, that's not even like she's...
No,
that's such a bad reveal.
Yeah.
That's such a bad reveal. Hold on. They're just sitting there, and she comes in, and then they just like reveal to her that, oh, ha, ha, but it's like, it's such a dull...
Yeah. Let me see. All right, so scroll down farther. I found it.
Okay.
So
this appears to be a trend.
So this is them trolling themselves, but keep going. So this is the one. So yeah.
Is this a joke? This is not a
joke. No, this was the actual thing that happened.
But they're not doing this on purpose.
No. This is them just acting as they normally act.
Okay.
All right, there you go, Dad.
Look how unenthused they look.
Yeah, they're...
Northside, calling shiny, the other side straight. Heard you was a lame boy, get up out my face. Now my ass kid, car sweater, she be in the way.
Like imagine a fan comes to see you, pays money to fucking meet you, and then that's your reaction. Like imagine being such a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah, that's a rough look. And then they tried to make a joke out of it by making it seem like it was like something they planned.
Yeah, no, they're like total like dickheads. So a funny response that I've seen to this. So if you look up, I just one more thing for you to look up. Look up Drew Gooden.
The basketball player?
No, Drew Gooden. Yeah. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he was really popular on Vine. Danny Gonzalez, I don't know if you've heard of him. They was also popular on Vine. Him and these other guys were on tour, and they did like a parody to that video. So if you scroll down, here, keep going. Right there. So
okay.
So this was, and they did the exact same description as what the Dobre brothers had on their video.
Oh, I missed that. Wait, so
this is the same one that they had.
But the video originally was a repost. So what did they caption on the video, the Dobre brothers, of that one of them actually being
this is what they commented.
Okay, they missed that.
Yeah.
So he said, we just wanted to apologize after a long 48 hours of restless filming and touring, then meeting thousands of fans with no sleep. We were exhausted by the end of the show. Why even post the video, though?
Yeah. Well, someone, it was a fan that posted it. Said, please tell me this is a joke. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, this is like
he's saying hello and they're just fucking. So
look.
They just start feeding him up. Bro, that's great. So the kid was in on it.
Yeah, and you know what's even better is people thought this was fucking real. Because he made a video and he was like talking about how people thought it was real. If you go to the, if you scroll down a little bit, see, look at those. That's people thinking that it's genuinely a real thing that he screenshotted.
Let's read these. Same apology as everyone from the meet and greet. You ain't sorry. You just upset it has gone viral.
These dumb fucks
they actually think a celebrity just beat the shit out of a fan like after they
and posted the video. That's what he was saying, like the Drew Gooden guy.
If you guys ever grabbed me like that, I definitely would have fought back. That shit's not cool. It's ultimately fucked up. I don't care how tired you are. That's not an excuse.
Bro, these people are so dumb.
Oh my god. Your manager needs to cool it with the appearances. Can't be awake and healthy for your fans. What's the fucking point? If you stayed up too late on your own, then just grow the fuck up. Someone says, bruh.
Yeah, it's
oh my
so
god,
funny.
That
dude.
is good.
Because again, in the video, he was laughing like hysterically.
Good gaming on finding that. That was a rabbit hole, but Jesus Christ. Let's
Yeah.
watch this again. The kid does a good job acting, honestly.
And this other guy in the end is Curtis Connor. He's again like an ex-miner. Yeah, he just grabs his fucking arm.
And the kid leaves. He's leaving now. They grab him back and beat the shit out of him. That's so good.
Just the fact that like the video came out that well and they have the same description as the Dobre brother, it's just so fucking gold, dude.
Yeah, that's like next level trolling.
Yeah, it's so good.
So getting on to some football stuff. The good gaming again on finding.
I got you.
That was good.
No problem.
That was funny as fuck. I'd never seen that.
Yeah.
So a Cleveland Browns defensive back, Jermaine Whitehead, after the Browns lost this past week, just started going in on Browns fans.
Really?
Just like threatening them.
Jesus.
Like legit.
Like at the game? Or
no, on Twitter.
Oh.
Because people were like roasting him and like, yo, you're fucking dog shit. So someone just said boy. Hold on, let me get rid of that. Okay. Someone said just saw two for 110 yards and a touchdown, which is what he gave up. Mm-hmm. Fuck boy. And the NFL player, Jermaine Whitehead, said, don't get shot at, little bitch. Can you whoop my ass? Fuck football. Let me know when you need the address. And the fan goes, you'd probably miss. Just absolutely trolls this man.
You also got to love how he's not verified.
Yeah.
On Twitter.
Yeah, no. So he's just like coming at fans, just swinging. And he tweets, only if you stood 10 feet from me when you tweet that BS. Someone quote tweets him and goes, give me a time and place. You suck. And he literally drops his fucking address. I don't even know if I want to say the address.
Cracker.
I mean, he drops his address and he goes, any fucking day of the week, cracker. And like, Jesus. Someone said yup to him. It looks like the Twitter account is trolling because it says his Twitter name is like, does Jermaine Whitehead still something?
Yeah.
And it's a picture of him. And he literally responds to a fan, I'ma kill you, bitch. That's on blood.
You know what's funny is the guy's username was probably like, does Jermaine Whitehead still suck?
Yeah. And this is a verified dude. A verified sports reporter. It goes, Whitehead's effort tackling today is a joke. #Browns. It's a fair tweet. It's not really out of bounds.
Yeah.
And so Whitehead responds, come get in, blood bitch made ass, little boy. I'm out there with my broke hand. Don't get smoked, fuck ass cracker.
He just like doesn't know how to talk.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like,
imagine being so unprofessional as well.
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's almost like you can like mute Twitter or like not use social media.
Well, this just shows how much of a fucking shit show the Browns are. Cleveland Browns statement on his shit. Jermaine Whitehead's social media posts following today's games were totally unacceptable and highly inappropriate. We immediately spoke with Jermaine upon learning of these comments. The Browns in no way condone that type of language or behavior. The matter will be further addressed internally. So they ended up cutting him.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I guess, yeah.
And someone goes, have fun on the unemployment line, bro. And he responds, I'm going to be right next to you. Someone else goes, LOL, suspended Twitter account and for sure getting cut tomorrow. He and Freddie Kitchens, the coach, can share an Uber to the airport. He goes, the player responds, I'm trying to ignore saying what I want to you. but I pray we cross paths one day. Just, I mean, that's even after he'd been cut and shit. He's just still threatening people.
Like, imagine, bro. What a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I mean, the Browns are fucking messed, dude.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it's like...
If you have a good locker room culture, that does not happen.
Yeah.
When is the last time you've seen an NFL player get on and threaten fans?
Yeah, be like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna come to your house and fucking kill you.
Because you didn't like how he played.
Because you talk shit about how he played in the fucking game, dude. Like, imagine.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what a dickhead.
Alright, let me see if we have anything else. I think that's it.
Epic.
Alright, so check us out.
Everywhere.
Instagram and Twitter, Wife Left Me Pod. YouTube, My Wife Left Me Podcast. You can follow me on Twitter at Kev Gordy. Twitch, Vibranium. We need to get back to streaming.
We do. We also buy our merch.
Yes, we do have merch. WifeLeftMePod.storeenvy.com for embroidered merch if you're interested in that.
Yes, and follow my Twitch, An Abusive Yeti.
Indeed. We're going to try to start getting more active on Twitter, try to get a more engagement.
Yeah, just more social media engagements and just in general.
So definitely check out Twitter, Wife Left Me Pod. We're going to be popping there. We got TikToks now. I mean, the content,
working on them.
The content is coming in.
Popping off.
It's coming. So,
popping its cock.
All right. Thanks. We're good to be back.
Yes. Excited to be back.
Hopefully you enjoyed the episode, and we'll talk to you next week.
Peace.
Johnny.
Don't fuck with them.